Mr. Governor, I hereby present 2 volumes of the report of the panel. This volume is the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on Restitution for Victims of Sars-related abuses and other matters, consolidated report on general police brutality cases. This second report is the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on Restitution for Victims of Sars-related abuses and other matters. Report of Lekki Incident Investigation of 20th October 2020. It is my greatest pleasure to present the report to the Lagos State Government.
Thank you. I inaugurated an 8-member independent judicial panel of inquiry chaired by my lady Honorable Justice Okwo being retired, and many distinguished Nigerians that are members of that panel, to inquire into the disbanded Nigerian Police Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, on human rights related abuses, which was on the 19th. And of course, that mandate was extended with the Lekki Toll Plaza incident of 20th October 2020 to make restitution and other recommendations to government as it deems appropriate, including prosecution of erring officers. I'm indeed happy and excited that today, the 15th of November 2021, the panel has, as we've seen, submitted 2 sets of reports. It will be instructive for us to put on record right here that this panel has been totally independent. The panel has had its full requests and has been given full authority to someone to inquire, to ask, to request anybody or anything they so wish that would have helped them come to a logical conclusion. This is important for us to put on record that the panel, in our view, has been totally independent, and nobody that I'm aware of had asked them to do anything they do not wish to do. And so it's important for us to say that the conduct and proceedings of the panel has been, in my view, very, very commendable. And I also want to say that the people, the government of Lagos, and indeed the nation, will indeed be thankful to this panel. History will judge them, and I imagine it will judge them well. The chairman had mentioned to us what has been the journey the last 1 year. The amount of money that they've been given to different petitioners, 410, 237, and 37 for various restitutions and for various damages that must have occurred. I'm believing and I'm trusting that this process will help us to start the very difficult process of proper reconciliation, restitution, bringing together of everyone that must have, in one form or the other, been affected by either the police or any of our citizens that must have been wronged by one form or the other. The process of healing, I imagine the submission of this panel will start that process. I therefore receive this report of the panel and reassure you that the recommendations made shall be treated in accordance with the powers conferred in me as your governor, as further enshrined in Section 15 of the Tribunal and Inquiry Law of Lagos State 2015. Whilst we expect that a white paper will be issued regarding the panel's reports almost immediately, I'm going to constitute a four-man committee very immediately, which will be led and headed by the Honorable Attorney General, the Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, the Special Advisor Works, and the Permanent Secretary, the Cabinet Office. The four of them will very, very quickly look through and bring forward a white paper within the next 2 weeks that will be considered at the Lagos State Executive Council and will be gazetted as a white paper coming from the panel of inquiry. I imagine that they will immediately read through and bring forward every little thing that has been recommended in this report for the Executive Council. I will also be forwarding a copy of the 2 volumes to the National Economic Council, the NEC in Abuja. There's a NEC meeting later this week, and I'm sure a copy or copies will get to them before that meeting later in this week. And I'm hoping that at the NEC proceedings, proper effect or proper response will be given to this report, because I think it's only 1 or 2 states that is remaining, Lagos being one of those 2 states, and this will get to them this week so that they also have a copy, of the panel report. And like we did said, that we will ensure that the recommendations that are coming out and that will be turned into white paper will be something that will be of public information, will be made available to the public, and will ensure that within the next 2 weeks, like I said, we will have a white paper so that we do it appropriately, so that history will judge us well, and we'll have a document that will stand the test of time. That's what the law says, that's what the tribunal law says, so that it will stand the test of time and it will be properly documented and gazetted in government records. I want to say that Lagosians are indeed happy and are grateful to the call of service that you've rendered, and indeed, you have shown us that things can work in this country, and things can indeed and will indeed work